Hello, good morning. I just wanted to come on here because I had this thought in my mind, and sometimes I see people in this place, and it's very disheartening when I see this. That I don't know if how, I feel like this today's job market, or however you could say it, it seems like it's hard to get a job that is not so demanding on your body. You know, I feel like because I live in Texas, and I am surrounded by so many businesses, yet when I apply, they are not giving me the job. I, I have a degree, I have a certification, and I, for a month now, have not been able to get a job. And the only time I was able to get a job is when I worked for Amazon. And that was a very hard job. And it's not, and the reason why I got a degree is so I won't have to do those type of jobs. Because I used to be a nursing assistant, and it was so much on my body, and so I had to, I felt like I needed to do something, apply myself, get a degree. And I said, let me get a certification. And I never, since 2017, since I got that degree in 2018, I got the certification, I never once used it. It did not help me get a job at all. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because you have to keep believing. If you find yourself in this place, you have to have instead of letting those type of circumstances bog you down, make you feel bad, try to drag you down, bring you to a place where you think that nothing good is going to happen in your life. I'm just want to come on here and encourage you that you have to keep believing. You have to keep on trying new things. Like I'm doing this YouTube channel, and currently right now, I already applied for school, and it's through the VA because I'm a veteran, and it's through the VA, and they're gonna let me get my certification in cyber security and IT. And I feel like certain times, certain seasons, when we feel like something's working, we keep going down that road. It may not be working. You may have to go down a totally different road. Cybersecurity and IT it's like speaking a whole new language. I have no clue about it, but I'm willing to learn. And the reason why I'm willing to learn because I keep believing and trusting that something is good gonna happen. I'm telling you, I worked for as a nursing assistant for 14 years, and I was in the military, so I had like consistent job, basically, let's say like for 18 years. Finally left the VA, and was struggling to get a job, but the Lord has always given me, I feel like he has given me the ability to always believe that something is good gonna happen. That's why I never gave up. And because something will eventually good happen. We go through seasons where it seems like nothing is working. And sometimes he wants you to go a different direction than what you thought that was gonna work. A lot of us is stuck thinking that I have to work for a government job that's gonna pay the bills. Or we be thinking like I have to do XYZ because that's all I know. But sometimes you have to change everything. You have to go down a totally different route. The reason why, because I had this option of what I wanted to take. The reason why I chose cybersecurity and IT because I see that that's what the world is going into, and I feel like it may be a less biased type of, because I don't know what's going on with the medical career, healthcare, or whatever. I feel like they're very, biased. You could put in a million, you could be totally done the job several times and they still won't hire you. I feel like there's a lot of politics in that. And anyway, so I'm basically going into cybersecurity because it's not only a job. I feel like that they are looking more at are you capable of doing it? You know, they just need people. It's very in need right now. I feel like the healthcare field is very saturated, even though they say they need nurses, but they still have this bias type of thinking. So anyways, I just coming on here to tell you, maybe sometimes you have to change your total, whatever you was going to go, whatever you're used to, you need to change that. You need to completely go a different route. Um, Look at what's in need, you know, and also create a job for yourself, like YouTube. You know, people make money on YouTube. Try YouTube. Try coaching. You know, coaching people in things that you already know. Work on all. Don't just think that you have to work for somebody. That's what I want to say also. Sometimes you have to create your own job. Sometimes you have to step out on faith and believe that the things that you already have in you can make you money. That it is your gifts and talents will make room for you. But you have to let go of the old mindset and thinking that the only way I'm gonna be able to make money is I have to work for a human being. Now there is, once again, like I mentioned before, you got Uber Eats, you have Instacart, but if you know how to do anything like use Canva, you could do a Etsy store and just sell prints and stuff like that. You know, it's ways to make money. It's just that you have to just stop putting yourself in a box and thinking that I need to do it, only could happen this way. So if you're that person that thinks that it can only happen in one way, then you're going to remain stuck. And in order for you to keep going, you have to believe that something's good gonna happen, and then you also have to stop putting all your eggs in one basket. So I just wanted to come on here and encourage you to think differently and believe that something good is gonna happen. You know, ask God to show you which direction you need to go into, because maybe what you're doing is it's not working because he wants you to go down a different road, and you always been thinking like this is the only road that's going to help me. I know people who have amazing gifts, amazing talents, and they could be making more money. Yes, it's going to take some work. It's no different working for somebody else. It's just the fact that you have to now rely on yourself. A lot of times we want to work for somebody because we just thinking like this employer is gonna really, you know, now this employer is gonna save the day. But we get to those jobs and then we be like, I can't stand this job. Especially if it's a job that is just, you know, working for not enough money. You can't even pay your rent on it. You're gonna get frustrated. So if you do get a job, praise God. But what I would suggest that you do is use that money to start building on your own, creating a job for yourself. Be self-employed, you know, use that money to invest in yourself. A lot of times we find ourselves in certain situations because once we get the money, what we doing with the money? You know, are we using it to create a lifestyle that is going to help us, like investing in, you know, just, I don't know, a new camera for YouTube, you don't have to, I'm just using my phone. You could be doing an Etsy account. I know it costs $29. That's it though. Once you set it up, it's done. You just pay that $29, get, you know, go on Pinterest, utilize just Facebook. It's so many things, avenues that has been created for people to be able to make money without having to solely rely on an employer. Now, I'm telling you, I really appreciate employers once you get the job, because, you know, they let us be a part of what they're, you know, what they have put in their heart, what they really wanted to do. They let us be a part of it. But also, you have something that you have within you that you need to be funding, that you need to make sure that you are bringing it out into the world and putting yourself in a better financial situation, because now you know how to create money. Now you know how to make money without having to go to somebody else's, to become somebody else's employee. There are so many things you could do. You could become a life coach. You could become a content creator. You could sell things on Etsy, like I said. There's so many things. You could put yourself out for cleaning houses. You could be your own boss. Um, and the reason why I'm doing cybersecurity not only is so I could be able to um, get into the field of technology, even though, and let me just put this aside note, when I joined the military, one thing I always wanted to work on is information technology. But when I got there, basically they lied to me, and I was a deck seaman. Then I became a hospital corpsman, and so they lied to me. But still, you know, years later, over 20 years later, and now I'm getting the opportunity through the VA to continue to be in information technology, because I really believe that this is a good field to get into. So, and another reason is because I can be able to work from home. Whenever you get money or you get a job, you have to have goals. You need to make sure that you are not just saying, I'm going to get a job and that's going to pay bills, because life becomes dull. You always have to have something that you're reaching towards, a goal, have a legacy. So I'm 43 years old now, but I never have stopped believing that something good is going to happen. And I have had my prayers answered about, new beginnings, and I've been praying about financial freedom, and, just to be able to move around freely and stuff like that, and not have to worry about money all the time. And I believe that God is doing that in my life. He's, because when I was in a time, I had Amazon let me go, which I'm not gonna lie, I was like, thank God, because I knew I wasn't gonna stay there that long, but that job was so harsh on my body, and they was letting everybody go, and I was like, Lord, I wanted work, but this job was really hard, and they finally gave me that slip. But during that time that I wasn't working, I said, well, let me get back into blogging. And then after that, I said, let me, take some courses and stuff like that while I'm trying to get a job. And then AI came to my mind, and I took a course on Verizon's platform with edX. And after that, just talking to a person from the VA that helps you get employed. I was able to take this program that I'm about to take very soon in cybersecurity and IT. And so I use that time to really regroup where I'm at. So sometimes too, when we're in a situation like I am in, when you're not working, you need to use that time, like still use it to learn, to continuously learn, work on your gifts, work on your passions, and ask God, please help you, and He will show you which way you need to go. So I just wanted to come on here because I had a thought, and I really wanted to make sure I put that out there. So have a wonderful, blessed day, and bye for now.